Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet the fabulous couple behind an international food and lifestyle brand. They're going to teach us all how to live our life. That's next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I can't think of a hotter diet than the Mediterranean diet. We've been hearing about that for years now, but it's also a mindset. And a couple that knows something about that is Anita Heidema and Chef Dario Tomaselli. And they're with a company called Oh Live Your Life. Thank you both for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so this is a food and lifestyle brand. Anita, why don't you go first? Tell us the beginning. How did this start?
Well, it's kind of interesting. We were given a second chance ourselves as a couple, and Dario being a chef traveling all over, and myself being a speaker traveling over the world, we were finding that, even though we were given that second chance and we found each other in life, we were getting disconnected. And so one day we were at a castle in Italy, and we were doing a retreat. Dario was hired as a retreat. And people were interested about the culinary retreat, but they also interested in what we did. And we found that we were pulling both our strengths to put a brand together that was connecting people. It was connecting around food. It was connecting about cooking. It was connecting about mindset, about travel. And that's where our brand came together. I guess it's probably 8 years ago now.
Yeah.
And you have a fabulous community that you've pulled together from all over the planet. We're going to show the website, and as we scroll down the website, I want you to talk about how your vision has grown, especially during the pandemic when so many people were trapped in their homes. Chef, do you want to take that?
Well, I think the biggest thing for me was actually the easiest part, because it was almost like I went back in time. I went back to my roots. Where actually we call it conviviality. It's what it's all about. Is get together, allow yourself to don't be separated, allow yourself to focus on the most important things in life. Life is always an adventure, and I always throw you different type of curve. But in my house, when I grew up in Italy, food was always a way to communicate. We call it a conduit. When everybody sat at the table and give an opportunity to actually be together and enjoy yourself. So when we started, it was an opportunity to have people connected the way it's supposed to be, the way it was always there hundreds and hundreds of years ago when I grew up in Italy. And at the beginning, people said, well, but it's difficult time, and everybody's got 24 hours in a day. So you got to really figure out that, if you really want to make a good value in your life and focus on what is important, that is where you got to start first. So when we came together with that, we really combined our strength, I guess, and our personal life, because this one is our journey. This is not just something that, we fantasize or we just came out of something. It's something that we really felt inside. It makes our heart beat pretty much every day, and we are fulfilled by giving everybody that opportunity. We call it, the message in a bottle.
Well, you have such great chemistry on camera, so it's little wonder that your television show is so popular. Let's go ahead and roll this clip.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. We are
Chef Dario Tomaselli
and rich life and travel specialist Anita Heidema.
We were given a second chance at life, and now inspire you to live your life with the wisdom that we call Mediterranean lifestyle.
Health, happiness, connection, through food, travel, and 8 principles that you can do from anywhere in the world.
Come and step into our journey.
Excited to have you here at Oh Live Your Life TV for our different playlists, Anita and Dario Adventures as we travel the world, for Passion is Cooking, Passion is Juicing, and our Fridge Feast series. Thank you for joining us on YouTube with Oh Live Your Life TV. Give us a thumbs up, come on over and subscribe, and love to hear in your comments what you have to say.
Well, it just looks like you two are having so much fun together. Talk about the on-screen chemistry and what each of you kind of provides for the show.
Well, Dario, of course, is the wacky one. He's the wacky Italian, and I'm the one that's more serious and getting to the point and the rest of it. So, with everything we do, we bring that forward, and we want to be relatable. We want people to see us as this is something that can inspire your life. Living the Mediterranean lifestyle from anywhere has, you're happier, you're healthier, you're wanting to get up to do things. And that's what we pull from. We have this hilarious video where we're sitting on the couch watching TV and we're being silly and, uninspired. And then we pop into something where we're connected and we're doing things together. So, of course, Dario is the chef and I'm the home cook. So we do our cooking videos on our show. It's always a lot of fun because I'm trying to explain, what do you say, Dario? What's the Italian word? When we do our travel adventures, we've been traveling for the last 14 months in Anita and Dario Adventures. We've been doing so much with that. And, of course, our culinary retreats that we just saw, under the Tuscan sun. It's that Mediterranean experience you get to have with us for a week. And we do them all over Italy, and we're going to be expanding to more areas in the Mediterranean and have that feeling what it's like for that week, and then be able to carry that home with you, because that's so important to have that Mediterranean feeling just down into your soul that you live with for your time when you get back home.
Outstanding. In fact, we're going to show a clip from Under the Tuscan Sun.
Our retreats are luxurious and offer you top experiences.
So come on over and join us.
Well, it just looks like such a romantic adventure. You must be meeting the most amazing people on earth through your travels.
I think that's one of the best thing about life is learning. And this is one of our principles. We have 8 principles of living the Mediterranean lifestyle. And one of them is about learning, and how better to learn of allowing yourself to really be engaged and connected with some wonderful people during your journey and during our retreats. And that's inspiring. Our brand is not about really preaching. It's about connecting, about bringing everybody that opportunity of really seeing, if we just stop for a second, everybody leaves and drives 100 kilometers an hour, but nobody really stop and pause and realize what is around us. And I think that is the mistake sometimes we follow, ourselves personally, because the experience that we are sharing right now and we are serving people with is an experience we both lived. It's not something that we thought, or it's the reality. And by meeting people, even these 14 months that we are traveling, we're continuously learning, and is a continuous input of new ideas into our community so we can share. So it's an exciting part. I can't even tell you many people we've been inspired, and we hope we can inspire people to really, like you just said at the beginning, or live your life. You got to live your life. It's your choice, and hopefully it's a good one.
Absolutely.
We've met some incredible people, that's for sure.
Anita, you and I have, been out to eat before, and you look over and there's a whole family together, but they're all on their iPhones. And when you guys go out together with the couples that you take on your adventures, everybody is present, and the meals and the laughter, it really does connect people, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. We actually have people put away their phones, and we really want people to step away from it, because there's that distraction and you're not present. You're half doing one thing, you're waiting for it, and that's so important to us to be connected. And on our retreats, that's what we do. In our International Dinner Club with our community, but that's what they do. They put away their phones and they're present. So,
what's one of your favorite memories from a trip that you guys have taken?
Oh my gosh.
I have to say, I'm going to think of I'm going to talk about the retreat. So there's many that we've taken that we have lots of stories. But the connection with the groups that we get is fantastic. And the one time that one thing we do in Tuscany is we bring people to a local house that we know these people, and they're in the vineyards of Tuscany. They've got an olive grove. We do this barbecue. And actually, some of the video we can't really share because people are having too much fun. So, when the videos that we put out, some of the things we can't, we have a band that does karaoke. They get the full Mediterranean lifestyle, and living with that family for that day and that evening is just, and seeing everyone, their smiles on their faces and just letting go. It's just such a wonderful, wonderful experience.
I want to talk about the International Dinner Club, because I think that is so cool and a great way to bring families and friends together. So we're going to put up the website, and as we scroll down the website, Chef, tell us why people might want to consider becoming a member of your dinner club.
Well, that's a really good point. International Dinner Club is what I said just at the beginning, is bringing community together. I'll give you one example, Jeff. When I came to Canada, the first thing people was asking me, they said, well, get your calendars out and let's figure out in 3 months when we can see each other. And I was kind of shocked. I don't know what I'm going to do in 3 months. I really don't. I know what I'm going to do now. And I think everybody's so programmed of living in maybe or when or this International Dinner Club gives you an opportunity to reconnect. And we call it with your flock of people, the people that are your surrounding, people that want to share good food, good moment, good time, not distracted by anything else, and really maybe be creative, be adventurous. So what we do create is this tour of the Mediterranean of recipe. Then you can say, hey guys, this Saturday, we're all together. It's 5 couple. Each couple is going to do 1 course, and we all come together. And it's funny because last night we were over to some friends, and one of the biggest things that was actually the exciting part is how stressful it is for an host. When you host a party, oh my God, now I got to make sure I got all the food ready, I got to get all the stuff done, and then you disconnect because it becomes a stressful moment, and you really are not enjoying it. But this is reverse. Everybody is involved. The host basically hosted the venue, but everything else is an adventure. So we call it practicing your theater experience. So what it means, you're learning new idea, you're learning your recipe, you're connecting, you be together again, you think about your possibility of traveling to Italy, to France, to Spain, and there is history, there is gaming, then you can play, there is music, the surround background. And then if you want to go to a restaurant, now you understand what you're getting into it. So it's a connection, but it is also an adventure experience. And you can do with different people. You can do with your family, you can do with your friends, you can do whomever you want it. I mean, we had people doing it from anywhere. I mean, during the pandemic, people were doing it online, which at the beginning, we were kind of shaking ourselves how these people are going to do it. And they were creating the most incredible experiences. So at the end of the day, food is just a conduit. is a healthy conduit. And when we say to people think about more about the fuel they put into their car than the fuel they put into their body. Well, this is an opportunity to maybe recalculate that. So the International Dinner Club is an opportunity for people to, again, reconnect with good fuel and reconnect with good friends and family.
You have a great quote on your website, "At the table, one does not age." First, give it to us in Italian.
In Italia, a tavola non si invecchia, which is an old quote that everybody, my grandmother used to say all the time, because we say, we sit at the table, we enjoy, and we never get old, okay? A tavola non si invecchia, because at the table, around your meal, there is memories, there is laugh, there is everything, there is every emotion, there is the experience, there is flavor, there is senses. Everything at that table can actually sparkle, and nothing is important. And so for me, it's a perfect quote, because you're never gonna get old. You always sit down and nobody's gonna age there. We just are enjoying ourselves.
Anita, it's got to make your heart so happy to see couples kind of rediscovering what a great evening can be, rediscovering what great connections between friends can be. What does that feel like?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling, and I think I've gone through a lot of it myself. So the International Dinner Club was something that I used to do with friends, and getting together with getting organized with planning the meals and doing that was always somewhat difficult. And now being with Dario, I've realized what food can actually do and connect you. You know, they say that story where the food dances on your tongue. I experienced that being with Dario and some of the people that we've met through that, and seeing people connect and all of a sudden have that moment of tasting that food, that moment of having that wine and pairing it properly with the food. It's explosive. And when I see people doing that, it just totally warms my heart.
Outstanding. We're almost out of time. So in the final couple minutes, we'll start with you, Dario, and then we'll give Anita the final word. Why should people consider joining your community?
Well, to me, it's a very simple answer. We talk from experience. We were, like Anita said at the beginning, we live sometimes in a world, and we can tend to be disconnected. We are too busy, and we need to find the time to kind of regroup together and really reconnect with simple things. We don't need to overcomplicate our life, and what we offer is an opportunity to slow down, pause, rethink, reconnect, and enjoy. And the most important thing is, by following our 8 principles, you really understand the simplicity of things. But also, I believe, is also an opportunity for you to extend the time with your loved one, with your friends, really connect with the right group of people that you want to be surrounded. Because that's what it's all about. Food and friends and people. I became just a better person, even a better chef, I would say, by doing this, because I'm going back to my old times.
Anita?
I really believe that it's a fun community, and people are missing some of that connection and fun in their life. We come from an experienced, from experience in that we're lacking some of that and getting caught up in that busyness again. So we refound that. And also from our knowledge that we know, myself as a mindset coach, travel, all of that, and Dario as a chef, and then combining the 2 brands gives people that opportunity to have fun again, to have an inspired life around it. So that's why I feel it's really important, and it really speaks to our heart to get up and be active again. Our life is so short, and we want to be able to get together with friends, connect, have fun, have good food, and have those moments so that we have no regret in life. So that's what I think probably the main reason is, just to really get inspired again and to have fun in your life. And that's one of the main reasons to come on over, and I guess we've got the 3 secrets to Mediterranean lifestyle to start.
Wow, you guys have been an amazing couple on my show, and I can't wait to bond with you over a glass of wine sometime soon. We're going to end with the website, which is oliveyourlife.org. Thank you both for coming on the show.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. Thanks very much.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.